Con, Saint, Mal, Card.
Football just had some breaking news this morning. Justin Fields now traded to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Justin Fields to the Kansas City Chiefs makes their offense the cheesiest red zone unit in the NFL.
Justin Fields has been traded to the Kansas City Chiefs as of this morning. Now, this move seems like a temporary spot right now. We're in the middle point of his career where this is where quarterbacks decide if they're going to be a career backup or they're going to be like a Sam Darnold or a Geno Smith. But it isn't always that easy. I know you could just say, oh, he's going to be a freaking horrible player. He's going to be a Carson Wentz. You know, he's never going to play again. Or you could say, as easy as he's going to be a Sam Darnold. But it isn't just backing up for a year and then you're a Sam Darnold. Let's take this back. Let's look at his career to make sure we know the trajectory of his career. Now, I'm going to start off by my opinions on the trade, okay? I think by the Jets and the Chiefs, this was a smart move. You guys just got back Geno Smith, and I think you didn't need Justin Fields anymore. You know what I mean? The experiment's already done. You benched him already. You gave up on your quarterback that you just spent like $30 million on. I think maybe more than that, actually, like more like $50 million for 3 years. Already gave up on him. That was a bad decision. But since you're already so deep into forgetting him, like trying to forget about him, I think it's the right decision. With the way y'all are going, the Jets, it's the right decision. Crazy to say the Jets are making the right decision. Going to the Chiefs side, this is also a good decision. Patrick Mahomes is going to be out for at least until week 3 or week 2. I'm projecting like week 4, but still. He's going to need somebody to make sure they're still in the playoffs. And out of all the free agent quarterbacks that you wouldn't have to give up a first-round pick for, Mac Jones, that you wouldn't have to give up a first-round pick for, I think Justin Fields is the best quarterback right now to pick for that. Because he could throw the ball, sure. That's, he played for the Jets, so, you can't really blame him that much. But he can throw the ball. He can. Don't look at some of his highlights and tell me he can't throw the ball. Okay? He can throw the football. He can run, or it makes it a freaking amazing red zone defense. Or offense. I'm so sorry. Offense. I don't know what I'm saying. This is about to be a crazy unit. This was amazing. Not amazing. I think it was more better for the Kansas City Chiefs side than it was for the Jets side. Because if I was in charge, I would pick Justin Fields any day over Geno. Now, let's get to what I think this means for Justin Fields' career. In my opinion, Justin Fields is one of the most disrespected quarterbacks in the game. And I mean this with all my heart, most disrespected. Let's go over his career real quick, okay? He started off with the Bears. Now, this is before the Bears were good. If you were there during his time with the Bears, the very end, last game, you know the loyalty fans had to him. It wasn't because he played amazing. Isn't because he had amazing stats. It was because he was a first-round pick. He was a project quarterback, and he had so much upside with them. Okay? If you look back at the pictures, we want Fields everywhere. Okay? Everybody was saying that, but the Bears chose power over loyalty, which I think that's a dumb decision, because we already see how much more loyalty could have done than power. For instance, I think Caleb Williams is going to get traded soon. When he's at the end of his contract, he's going to get traded. Promise you that. DJ Moore, we've already seen him lose his loyalty to the franchise. Next up is going to be Rome Odunze. I think Luther Burton is pretty loyal for now. But we're already seeing some of these pieces fall apart. We've already seen Tremaine Edmonds. I'm sorry about that. Jacoby Brisket, their safety, what was his name? Kevin Byard III already. All these players are leaving because they decided to pick power for a couple of seasons over loyalty. Now, they're still gonna, I'm not saying they're done. What I'm saying is the Bears gave up on him. And that led to where Justin Fields is today. He played for the Steelers. He did play good for the Steelers. but they did have Russell Wilson on the roster at that time. And this is before it was Giants Russell Wilson. This is when it was mid Russell Wilson, not trash Russell Wilson. So it was still a debate. Then after that, obviously he wanted to get a chance to start. Unfortunately, he chose the Jets. Not the best idea for him, but hey, that was where the most money was. And now he's on the Chiefs. But take a look at all these franchises, okay? What do all of them, except for the Steelers that gave up on him, have in common? When he was there, they were all bunts. Jets obviously was bunts. Everybody's trying to be like, oh, but he had DJ Moore. Take a look back at that whole roster and tell me who they had. Please tell me who they had. Tell me their running back in 2023 right now. 2023 right now. Tell me who their running back was. Khalil Herbert? Is he on a team right now? Seriously. Who was their player behind DJ Moore? What was his name? Darnell Mooney when he was bad? Yeah, right. That's why it was a comeback for him on the Falcons in that 2024 season. Because he was horrible. He had no pieces there. Now, obviously, I already discussed the Jets. We all know how the Jets are. I don't think I need to explain how bad they were. Didn't have a single interception. We could kind of focus on that. Like, almost 0 turnovers on the season. Yeah, I think Patrick Mahomes would have a pretty tough time getting 2 wins on that squad. You know what I mean? If you don't have a defense, how are you going to blame him almost going 0-9 as a starter? He didn't have anything to help him. Now, with the Chiefs, I think there is no excuses. I think there's a Drake song that goes, there's no excuses. I don't know, there's probably is, not gonna lie. But in the words of Drake, hopefully, there's no excuses anymore. If he does bad on the Chiefs, he has no more excuses. But if he does good, I don't care if... Here, this is how I see his story going. He goes to the Chiefs, gets coached up by Andy Reid for about 4 weeks, then Patrick Mahomes steps up. He does so good, or he does exceptionally well to earn him a new contract with a new team. And either A, he balls out for that team, and then obviously they'll have the money to pay him because they didn't think he was going to be this good. And he goes on a Sam Darnold story where he finds another team that does so good on that team they win a bowl. Or he does good for the first 4 weeks. He gets traded to another team instead of released. Traded because they could get so much for him. And he's bad. You know what I mean? He's bad. He's like Geno Smith. You know what I mean? Like, he was so good. He was top 10 quarterback. Gets traded. Buns. That's how I see it. That's the two paths I see his career going in. But overall, if I was to sum this straight up, I'd say Justin Fields, this is probably the best decision he could have made. He has a reason to fight now for a roster spot on anywhere, and I think that could be dangerous, but also that could also be bad for injuries. I think if he gets injured, his career is over. So I think this is like a one-of-a-kind story, because normally whenever they sign first-round quarterbacks this young, you don't see him go to teams like the Chiefs. You more see him go to teams like the Niners with Mac Jones, not like the Chiefs where they have not at all injury-prone quarterback. Sure, he tore his ACL this season, but he does not get injured that much. You don't see that much. So it's very unique. It's hard to cover this kind of story, but personally, I just feel like he has 2 paths to go after this, and both of them are exceptional. I don't see him never coming back again. Anyways, that's all I had to say on this topic. Yeah, this is G, not GNG this time. It's just G. And tune in next time. Bye.